Yeah, now you've got a new product that's launched last week, the Barrier ETF. So you've got this Barrier ETF product line. This one seeks to provide high income and a barrier against losses over a certain time period. Explain how these products work, because they just came out last week, right?
That's right. That's right. So we're really excited about these products, Bob, because what we've sought to do here at Innovator since 2017 is to bring payoffs and payoff structures that have only been available in structured notes or insurance wrappers. We think bringing them in the ETF wrapper has a tremendous amount of value add for advisors and their clients. And so what barrier ETFs do is they're very similar to buffer ETFs. You have a known level of income that would be distributed over a 1-year outcome period. And you also have known levels of risk management that are also built into the product. And so you can see here 10, 20, 30, and 40% barriers against losses to the equity markets. It's a way for investors to diversify their income streams, take some credit risk off the table, take some interest rate risk off the table. 2022 was ugly for bonds. Advisors, investors, they're looking for ways to diversify.
So let me put up one of these. Put up APRJ for me. I believe that's the 10% product. So here, the market, APRJ would be the symbol here. The market, there it is. We'd have to go down. No, that's the 30. I'm sorry, but the APRJ, you get the point. The market would have to go down 30% to lose anything, but it pays an income over the year in quarterly payments. Is that correct?
That's right. So APRJ has an income distribution rate around 7.5%. And so you're right, Bob. If the market does not fall below that 30% barrier threshold, so over the next 1 year, if the equity markets don't fall more than 30%, you would essentially receive your principal at the end of the outcome period and the quarterly coupon payments. And so these are different. They don't need the equity markets to have positive returns in order for you to generate positive returns. If the market breaches that barrier, then you are down in line with the market. But the key is you will always receive those quarterly distribution payments. And again, borrowing from what we've done in the structured note world.
Right. I want you to explain the difference here between the barrier and the buffer products, because you just said something important there. On that 30-year we just put up, and on the 10-year, if you drop more than 10%, if you drop 11% on the 10% product, you then breach that, right? You're down 11%. So in the buffer products, it's different, right? It's important for people to understand what you're getting here.
That's right. And Bob, it's all about the amount of risk that you're willing to take. And so with the buffers, if you were down, if the market was down 11%, then a buffer investment would be down just 1% if you had a 10% buffer. With the barriers, you're buffered or you're protected against the first 10% of losses. But then if the market falls below that barrier, you're down 11%, but you still get the distribution rate. So if the distribution rate was 10% with the barrier, then on a total return basis, you'd only be down 1%. But again, buffers have more protection in place than barriers. And so you do not get the same levels of income that you can with the barriers. Barriers are what we have seen in the structured note space for a long period of time. It's what advisors are used to seeing. That's what we're doing, is bringing it and making it available in the ETF wrapper.
Thank you for making the distinction there between the two, but it's a little bewildering, the variety of offerings here. How are you seeing advisors use these products right now? What are they doing with these products?
Yeah, so we just launched them, Bob, but what we're seeing is advisors that have maybe used structured notes in the past and yield-focused notes, and using these ETFs because the ETF wrapper streamlines the operational efficiencies in their practice. It removes credit risk. There's daily liquidity. There's a lot of benefits that the ETF wrapper provides. But again, it's looking at what happened in 2022. And income is very important for advisors, but so is risk management. And when you have investment-grade corporate bonds losing 18, 19% on a total return basis in 2022, advisors are realizing that bonds aren't the safe haven that many thought they would be. Yeah. And so if you compare these with the fixed income, we think that it offers a tremendous amount of diversification benefits.
It's Todd, everything he's saying makes sense, but it's a kind of a bewildering amount of products and confusing and hard to explain to people.
Definitely.
What do you give advice out to clients on the ETFs? That's your job. What do you tell people about these kinds of products?
I think the end goal, it makes sense, right? It's defined. People like the brand name defined outcome, right? That makes sense. But an innovator, I think, does a great job on their website of explaining you need to make sure that you are involved on the first day of the reset, whether it's January, April, May, whatever it might be. And then also, don't get too scared of the word option. Right? I know the pros know what's going on here, but if you're a novice investor, understand that they're not doing anything too crazy, right? If that was the case, I don't think these products would be gathering assets too much. And what I also think is really interesting from their product set, you have it on the S&P, but they have also released MSCI EM, small caps, NASDAQ 100. So you're getting a great product set from Innovator, and I'd be curious, as ETFs continue to grow and the options markets on other funds deepens, if they'll add more suites out there.